In life, if you ever fantasized about owning your own bar in Spain? Now, I know I have. In fact, many years ago, I actually had the opportunity to do that. It was back in 2004, which was a long time ago. I had a bar in Spain. Now, back then, it was a lot easier than it is now. And the reality of having a bar is not the same as what you would initially think. When I first got a bar, I thought, it's going to be dead chilled out. It's going to be great. Party every night, no stress, loads of money, great time. But the reality is it's nothing like that. It's completely different. Now, if you're thinking about opening your own bar in Spain, and in this example, we're going to use Benidorm especially, then this video is right for you, because you're going to learn exactly how to open a bar in Spain when living in the UK. This is going to be very interesting. You'll like this.
Analyzing the news.
Okay, so let's get to it. So you're dreaming of opening your own bar in Benidorm. That's fantastic. Benidorm is a very lively city on the Spanish Costa Blanca, known for its beautiful beaches, vibrant nightlife, and a welcoming atmosphere. Opening a bar here can be very rewarding and a great venture, but it still requires careful planning and understanding. I've got a lot of friends out there now in Benidorm who currently own their own bars, and they tell me exactly what it's really like. And I'm going to share that with you, so don't worry. Of course, you've got the legal financial aspects involved, which is a big one, but let's break it down. Let's break the process down into small, simple steps for you to understand, and then you can go and start considering and planning opening your own bar or pub. Right, so I've broken this down in the easiest possible way for you to understand, keeping it congruent. That means if you follow every steps, you shouldn't have an issue. Get ready for this. Here we go. If I was you, I'd get a pen. It's a lot of information. Step number one is understand the legal requirements. Okay, you do that after you've made the decision. That's exactly what you want to do. Get an image in your mind. You've got this venture. You're going to party. You're going to have a great place and great atmosphere that you can create for everybody else to enjoy. But after you've got your little fantasy out of the way, you've got to be realistic. So again, it's step number one, which is to understand the legal requirements. Okay, right, let's delve in then. Right, so with this, as a UK citizen, post-Brexit, you are considered as a non-EU national in Spain. This means you'll need to obtain the appropriate visa to live and work in Spain legally. With that, you need something which is a self-employed work visa. This visa allows you to live in Spain and run your own business. Now, to apply, you'll need to submit a detailed business plan, proof of sufficient funds to support yourself and your business. You can't go there with no money. You have to have some sort of capital, some sort of substance. In other words, you need bloody money. You also need evidence of relevant experience or qualifications. Have you got experience in running a bar? But you bloody need it. But that's not always the case. There's ways around it. But stick to this, you'll be all right. You'll need something which is an entrepreneurial visa. If your business idea is innovative and can contribute significantly to the Spanish economy, you might be able to consider this option. It requires a comprehensive business plan and proof of substantial investment. Now, with the application process, it looks like this. Number one is you need to prepare your business plan. If you don't know what that is, it's basically, what are you trying to do? What is it you want? And how do you believe that you're going to generate wealth from this business? You've got an idea, but an idea is great. How can it generate money, income? You have to know this. This should include details about your bar, your target market, basically what type of customers you want. You need market strategies, financial projections, which means how do you project your income. How do you know it's going to work? You've got to be able to project it, and you've got to be able to explain it, and how it will benefit the local economy. How is it going to improve the local economy? I'll give you an example. Say there's a cinema in your local town, right? And you want to open a kebab shop. Is that going to benefit the economy? Well, yeah, because people who go to the cinema can go for a kebab afterwards. Yeah? Or if people go for a kebab, maybe they'll go to the cinema afterwards. You see, it's helping the economy. It's employing people. It's bringing people to the area. That's what that is, okay? So just be aware of that. It's not rocket science. It's called, how does it affect their local economy? This is what the councils want. If it's going to benefit the local economy, well, why not? They want growth. Number 2 is then gather necessary documents. These typically include your passport, proof of funds, medical certificate, and criminal record checks. Because if you've got ill health, there's no point even attempting to run a bar because it's very stressful. You've got to prove that you're healthy and fit enough to sustain the pressure. Oh, aye, there's a lot of pressure, I can assure you. Number 3 is then to submit your application. Applications must be made in the Spanish consulate in the UK. It's advised to consult with legal expert to ensure all requirements are met. In other words, you need a bloody solicitor, a legal person, and believe me, they'll charge you for the advice. But you have to take it. That's what you have to do. That's how you play the game. Step 2 is this one. You need to obtain a foreigner's identification number. It's called an NIE. The NIE is essential for any financial or legal transaction in Spain, including opening a bank account, signing a lease, and registering your business. You have to do these things. So if that is the case, how do I apply? I know what I'm doing. You've given me the information. How do I apply? Well, this is how you do it. In the UK, you can apply through the Spanish consulate. In Spain, apply at a local police or immigration office. Got it? So if you're in the UK, which I assume you are, you can apply through the Spanish consulate. But if you're in Spain, you apply at the local police or immigration office. Again, you will need your passport, completed application form, and a reason for the NIE request. And why do you need that? Because that will be where you are starting a business. Step number 3 is to decide on your business structure. Everything's got structure to it. If it hasn't, what's going to happen? It's going to bloody collapse. In Spain, you can operate as a sole trader or set up something called a limited company. A sole trader is simpler to set up and manage, but you are personally liable for any debts. But a limited company offers limited liability protection, but it involves more of a administrative work and initial capital. In other words, you need more money, and the minimum investment for that is usually at least around €3,000. Step number 4 is to register your business. On your business structure, you'll need to register your business name with the central registry. This ensures your business is unique and legally recognized. So the process for this is, number 1, you obtain a non-name coincidence certificate. This confirms that you've chosen the business name and it isn't already taken by someone else in use. In other words, you couldn't call your bar Gordon Ramsay's restaurant, because they ain't having it, mate. You've got to come up with your own name, but use your imagination. That's what it's for. Then number 2, you would need to open a business bank account. You'll need to deposit, again, a minimum share capital of €3,000. And that is for something called an SL. And you need to obtain a bank certificate. Number 3 is to sign the deed of incorporation. This is a legal document which outlines the company's details and must be signed before a notoriety. Number 4 would be to register with the tax authorities, obtain a tax identification number, which is called a CIF, and register it for VAT. Then you've got number 5, which is to register with a social security. This is mandatory for business owners and employees. You have to do this. You have to do this. Don't miss any of these steps out thinking, can't I just do that? No, you can't. You have to do it like this. You have to go through all the steps. See, now it's probably putting you off a little bit because there's a lot of work involved. But the rewards are great, all right? I'm telling you the negative bit. And when I say negative bit, the bit that we don't really want to do, but you have to do it. Step number 5 is to secure the necessary licenses and permits, because operating a bar in Benidorm requires specific licenses. Opening license is issued by the local town hall. The certificate then allows you with the premises to meet the required standards. So you have to have health and safety, everything has to be adequate, because if it's not, you're in big trouble. Think of this as well. Activate your licenses also from the town hall. This permits you to carry out specific business activities like an alcohol license that is required to sell alcohol and beverages. Music license. If you plan to play music, which I assume you do, whether it's live or recorded, you'll still need this license. Now, I would say that it's very advisable to consult with your local jester, which is an administrative consultant, to navigate you through these licenses processes efficiently. And then you've got step number 6, which is find a suitable location. This is the fun part, but it's not that easy because all the prime locations are usually taken. But let's carry on because this is what you've got to do. You see, location is critical to the success of your bar. Consider factors like foot traffic, proximity to the tourist area, and competition. So your options would be renting a premises, which is more affordable initially, but ensure that the lease terms are favourable. In other words, make sure it's in your benefit. You don't want to be paying more out than you're getting in. It ain't going to work, is it? Now, you could be buying the premises, which is better because you own it, but there's a higher upfront cost, but it offers long-term stability. Then there's the other option, which a lot of people do this, which is taking over an existing bar. This can be adventurous, as the premises may already have the necessary licenses and equipment, which is great because you don't have to bloody do it. Then there's step number 7, which is budgeting and costs. You see, starting a bar involves various costs like visa and legal fees, which are approximately 1,000 to 2,000 euros. Then you've got your NIE application, which is around 15 to 20 euros. Business registration, which is 1,000 to 2,000, including notoriety and registry fees. I'm not trying to put you off, but this is the reality of it. But keep watching, because if you're going to do it, you're going to do it. And this is the steps you have to follow. Then there's licenses and permits, which is 1,000 to 3,000 euro, depending on the type of license that you require. And remember the big one, which is rent of purchase off premises. Now, this varies widely based on your location and size. Do not open a bar where there's no people, because nobody's going to come in if there's no people. You have to put the bar in a prime location, but because you're doing that, you're going to pay the cost, because the rent's going to be a lot higher, because they know that they can rent it out to anyone, because everyone wants it, because they know they're going to generate lots of money. In other words, you're going to get loads of customers coming in, and that's what you want. You want the best bar in the world. Why not? But what you've got to consider is renovations and equipment. Now think about it. If you've got a shell, a building, you have to fill it. You have to put carpets, laminate the floor, chairs, sound boards, sound speakers, lighting, disco stuff. So renovation equipment could be 10 to 50,000 euros. And it's all dependent on the condition of the premises that you already vision. We've got to think about initial stock and supplies. That could be to start off at least 5 to 10,000. Supplies means alcohol. You've got to get the alcohol in first. And then you've got marketing and promotion, which again is 1 to 5,000 euro. You can do this cheaper, but you've got to really know what you're doing, okay? But this is basically, in a nutshell, how you do it. You see, it's essential to have a detailed business plan and budget to manage these costs effectively and efficiently. So by what I've explained to you, you write it all down, you get the answers, get the information, and you present it to the local council. That's your business plan, that's your model, and be as descriptive as you possibly can. So then they know you ain't playing games, mate. You're going to open this bar and nothing's going to stop you. And good luck to you, because if you do, let me know and I'll come in for a drink. I'll be one of your customers. Knowing me, I'll probably be a regular. I like a drink. Step number 8 is to hire staff if needed. Now this is a good one. If you plan to hire employees, you'll need to register as an employer with the Spanish social security system. You need draft employment contracts in accordance with Spanish labour laws. Think of this. And think of ensuring all compliances with health and safety regulations. I know this is a lot of information that I'm giving you, and it's probably putting you off the idea, but I'm giving it you all. But once you actually go through it and just get it done, it's not that hard really. It's the stress and the fear and the worry and the concern that'll put you off because it feels kind of overwhelming. But just take a deep breath, relax, tick the boxes, play the game. Number 9 is this. This is when the fun starts. You've got to promote your bar. Effective marketing is crucial to attract customers. You've got social media. Create profiles on platforms like Facebook, Instagram to reach potential customers. Local advertising. Use local newspapers, radio stations and flyers. What you could do, and is a big one, is hold special events. Most events or theme nights to draw in crowds. Create attention, get attention, come to my bar. You've got to get him in. Now, a good thing is collaborations. Collaborate with partners, with local businesses or tour operators for mutual promotions. That means you could speak to someone else who's got a restaurant and you can say, listen, can you recommend, if people ask you where's a good bar to come, tell them to come to my bar. And if people come to my bar and they ask me, do you know anywhere where you recommend somewhere to eat? I'll recommend your bar. That's collaborating. This is what you've got to do. You're all helping each other. Like I'm helping you. It's good. It's good to share. So in conclusion, opening a bar in Benidorm or anywhere in Spain, I'm just using Benidorm for an example. And I'm doing this through the understanding that you are a UK citizen. Now, this is an achievable goal. You can do it with careful planning and adherence to the Spanish legal requirements. By following these steps and seeking professional advice when needed, you can turn your dream into a successful reality. And believe me, this video is only 15 minutes long. Use it. Watch it over and over again and fact check, should I say? Did I say fact check? Fact check it to make sure that it's congruent and just do that. Just do that and it'll happen. And before you know it, you'll go, oh, I can't believe it. I've got my own bar in Spain. And is it worth it? Is it worth it from someone who's had a bar? The truth is, yeah, it's amazing. And one thing I will say is that you will literally make thousands of friends. So if you're going to Benidorm or you've got a dream that you want to open a bar in Benidorm or Spain or anywhere in Europe really, good luck to you. And hopefully I'll walk past you one day and you'll go, I recognize you. Until next time, good luck and I'll speak to you soon.